with Julia, 5 years today. She's not here this morning, so when you see her, congratulate her. And Cam, 4 years on Saturday. Congrats, mate. We've got some positive recognition, so a big thank you to all the crews that worked tirelessly on Sunday 28th at the Flat. I was out there, it was a big day. Good weather too. It was a mammoth effort, and the work achieved was done safely, efficiently, and with good teamwork. So well done to Nick and the lads out there that ran that. Well done. Also, positive feedback to the crews at FedEx on Wednesday, 31st to the 8th. There was a huge amount of work and somewhat limited resource for this. Crews had a can-do attitude and worked well to achieve the day's scope. So that was a good, big day again, lads. So well done to the guys out there. We try to avoid those bigger days, but sometimes they slip through the cracks. Nick and Seth, the switching toolbox summaries?
No, we had nothing from last week, mate. We were not working stuff, so yeah.
Easy.
Take it that, mate.
587 days without a switching incident. So well done, lads. Maintain the rage, as Samara said. Near miss. So one near miss. So this one's picked up by Ryan during a brief. So during switching item allocation prior to switching brief, a TSW6 picked up the high voltage switching program had an item to close the LV bus before carrying out LV switching. So now some of the HV sheets starting to incorporate LV items. So this is pretty important. So this is fairly new to HV sheets. While check open all LV circuits in the TC and close the bus for voltage rotation test. So they had earths on the bus, or the low voltage fuses. I haven't had a chance to talk to Ryan about this, but they wanted to close the bus to allow testing. Has anyone else seen that, Brett?
Yeah, so on the low voltage sheet there was installed line earths to the bus.
Yep.
But then on the HV sheet, we had to close the bus before the LV sheet started again.
Yeah, right. So that was a good pick up by Ryan, but as he goes on here, it said it would have been picked up by the crews as well. Also would have been picked up because it would have been assigned, so it never would have happened. But just remain vigilant that with HV sheets having LV items, that this can get crossed up because HV operators don't see the low voltage sheets most times. So the suggestion is a good discussion was had between all crews, the Salmon Much race briefing to assist with future prevention of similar incidents. So the suggestion would just be us picking it up in here and being aware. If you guys have any other suggestions on that?
I thought when you got an LV sheet, there'll be physical items you have to go on the LV sheet.
No, well, some physical items are now transitioning to the HV sheet. I think it's just starting to mix up a bit.
Still a bit of definition test on the HV sheet, so that's where we'll be across the chain.
I think Josh has got one coming up where he's even got the generator items on the HV sheet. So we'll just keep an eye on that as we go forward. Any feedback that it is wrong, we'll feedback and hopefully we can avoid these sort of issues. Safety excellence. So end of an employee. So Comsec is taking work on a residential street in Windsor Court in Craigmore when he noticed an unaccompanied young child walking along the side of the road. The worker noted this was strange but assumed the child's parents would be close by. As the worker found it unusual to see a young child wandering the street with no close adult supervision, he decided to monitor. So shortly after, the worker then saw the young child walking down the middle of Norfolk Street, Craigmore. The worker pulled his vehicle over and got them to safety as other cars were passing by. The worker then spoke to the neighbour on the street who believed the child did not come from any of the residents, so he called the police immediately. The child was kept safe in the worker's vehicle until the police arrived and took over. Thankfully, our worker demonstrated great initiative and quick thinking to assess and monitor the situation and then intervene appropriately. The worker showed strong core values and being an active participant in the community and ensured that the member of the public was not injured or worse. So as technicians are working with the public on a regular basis, understand that there are many challenges and it's not a common scenario, but his quick thinking, fast action and risk management skills demonstrates workers are always assessing their environment, even when something's occurred outside the job itself. So well done, keep up the great community spirit, look out for yourselves. So well done to that bloke that saved that little kid. So we've got an asset management bulletin. So this just goes on to say that all like for like DDs that we do, so the items are affected, so shackle insulators, insulated socket tongues, LSDFs, flexible taps, disc insulators, post insulators, pins, DFs, and F bases. So if we send you guys out, we don't do a lot of DD work, but we do every now and again. If we have a nodie now that's in the system that we missed to replace an insulator, they want us to replace all like items on the pole. So there's going to be some that are rolling through the plan that we might miss, but we should pick it up in here. But it's been a directive to replace all like for like. So if you're changing one pin insulator, change all of them. So yeah, I won't go too much detail, but we'll try to hey? On the pole, obviously, just the pole you're working. So just keep that in mind.
Take
Previously,
photos. Take
yeah.
photos when you finish.
Previously,
And
we
use
would-
the sign off comments as well.
yeah. Previously, you would see where you guys would send out and replace one fuse base, and we wouldn't be replacing the others because something didn't want to. Now we need to replace all three, or all three DF bases, or most of that we picked up in the end. It would just be part of the work, or the nodie would stay to replace all three. But just keep that in mind. Some has always slipped through the cracks, or stuff happens out of sight, the insulator breaks, for whatever reason, replace all three.
Further to that, though, I reckon it says on there that they're directing the inspectors to also write down if one's damaged, replace all three. So it'll actually be on the notifications in 6-12 months' time, whenever the new ones come out.
Yep.
What about shackle insulators? Are we then required to replace all A?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah, so items affected: insulator shackle, insulator polymer, insulator socket tongue, LSDFs, aluminium, steel flexible taps, insulator disc, insulator post, insulator pin, and DF and F bases. So quite a lot of things on that list. This got emailed out to everyone, but like Cam said, it should be on the notification, it should be picked up by us.
It won't be for a while, though.
Yeah.
So it's- get through.
So is that just on the arm or on the whole pole? If you're doing like a brake arm with the low voltage take off, that means you've got basically half a day just on that pole.
Yeah, just the low voltage, like it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I would take it. So
If you're going to replace one shackle insulator, you replace them all. If you're going to replace one DF, you replace them all. I don't think if you replace a DF, you change the shackle insulator.
No,
That's
that's
correct,
what
yeah.
I'm saying, no.
yep. Cool. That's all I have. You guys have anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to raise? Any issues? Cool. Stay safe. Have a good week.